We are back with Doki Doki Literature Club. Sayori killed herself last episode. We restarted the game without her. It's currently just Natsuki and Yuri as love interests as far as I know. Monika is still not present. Monika is still part of the club, however. We're still going to pursue Yuri and write poems concerning her. And as such, we will choose these edgy words because Yuri likes to cut herself, as Natsuki so proclaimed, as Yuri is such a bitch. This game is horrifying to an extent. What's the, is there even a Yuri word here? No, that's a Natsuki word. Truly a hard game. Alright, we wrote a Yuri poem. Day 2 of New Game Plus Sayori non-existent run. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little bit more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Dusty. Oh, hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me, or if it's Yuri expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki's reading manga at a desk, and surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. Oh, this is new. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because of how it was our first time sharing poems, but whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I'd already decided there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Dusty. Don't say those kind of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad you're such an understanding person, and I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and, sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monika? Huh? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man. Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday, I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Huh? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? Interesting. Well, I like severe apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear you since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. Uh-huh. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Uh-huh. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey. Suddenly, the door swings open. Oh, whoops. I accidentally hit the, whatever tab. Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have at least heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano.
Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica.
Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm not really good yet.
Still, that must require a lot of dedication, so I'm still impressed.
Well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
That sounds cool.
I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Dusty. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean to put any pressure on you or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet. We're like right in front of the closet, aren't we?
Dusty, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club.
Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway.
Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason.
Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah.
But I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this.
Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath, then pulls a copy of the book out of her bag.
Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I take some tea first?
Not at all.
Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up, makes her way to the closet. Ethel watches you try to use a small pitcher of water. Could you hold this a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I suddenly watch her movements. To my surprise, she moves way more fluently than I expect, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back.
I might as well walk with you.
But that's okay.
You stay here.
It won't take long.
Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Interesting. I tried to leave with her last time. That did not happen this time. Monica approaches us. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Oh no, what's gonna happen? Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. What's that noise? It's coming from the corner. It sounds like breathing. Coo! A sharp inhale like someone's sucking air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around. Yuri? Oh my god. Look at her arm. She's bleeding. She's been cutting herself. Oh, it's rewinding.
I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently.
Is that why she always holds her arms behind her back?
Dusty, do you like oolong tea?
Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle at 200 degrees.
Oh, it's time to get the teapot. You really
Do this properly, don't you?
Of course. I should do it less when I make you tea for others.
Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything?
Uh-huh. In that case, you'll be even more impressed. Perhaps I will.
Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself.
You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you around, anyway.
That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, Dusty. It's very endearing.
Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I want Yuri to pour a cup of tea for each of us.
Dusty, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Why is that?
It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly.
Is it so? I wonder why that is.
It's mostly because
your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading.
Yes. I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor.
Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our side. As if in sync, we assume the reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book, except this time our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until her shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Her teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hands, that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't actually touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She swears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her is faded. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and pummel with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want.
Oh, that's okay. I won't take any.
Are you sure?
Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the page, and...
you're right. I didn't even think about it like that. My bad.
No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay?
Are you sure?
Of course.
Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so I don't have to have any harder of a time reading from it, but as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth, then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural, but that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Huh? Yuri's expression suddenly changes.
Did I just...
Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened.
Dusty.
Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that.
Oh.
No music. Interesting. Yuri starts to breathe heavily.
I can't... Dusty.
Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over.
Dusty. My heart won't stop pounding, Dusty. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Dusty?
Yuri's son presses my hand against her chest.
Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop.
Her eyes are like so wider now.
It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you.
This is horrifying. It's time to share poems. We gotta share with Yuri after that experience.
I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today.
Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on his face. Do you like it?
Dusty, this one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you about the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Oh, clicked off screen again. Open up OBS again, make sure it's still running. Oh, accidentally opened a second window of OBS, did not mean to do that. Please do not open a second time. Alright. Just as telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Maybe that's...
man, I mixed the voices. Maybe that's why you did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving this more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty.
That makes sense. That makes me happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued, Dusty. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Dusty? I'm not being weird, right? I'm having a harder time than usual concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. But right now I just want you to read my poem too, okay?
A rotating wheel. This is new. A rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding, bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a dock ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears and a ticking clock, a clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet, a clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time, a bolt head, of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked skip to another world, a kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks, a time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox, breathing bolthead, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. Well, that's horrifying. Also the lyrics to my new Gorgoroth tribute band. It doesn't matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes, so I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just, Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. Interesting. Let's show our poem to Natsuki. She probably hates us. Yeah, just as I thought. Dusty, come on. I'm not stupid. I know how much you've been spending with Yuri. It's obvious that you care more about impressing her than trying to improve your writing. To put it bluntly, it's kind of pathetic. Why are you even in this club, Dusty? Honestly. I thought getting a new member would help everyone get more involved together, not exclude each other even more. Natsuki's shouting that real shit. This is just such a stupid activity anyway. Look, I'm not in a good mood today, so I really just don't feel like talking right now. Please go away. Fair enough. Monica. Dusty, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. Oh no. I don't know why. She seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you, which shouldn't be a problem in itself. But when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. It's pretty harsh. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day like she has a collection or something. Oh man, she was showing us her new knife earlier. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is, even kind of enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While we're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members. Ooh, she's dissing her comrades. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. The colors, they won't be beautiful, bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise won't stop. Violent, grating. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Violent, grating. I don't know. Squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. Is that new? Knife on a breathing rib cage. I don't remember that before. An endless poem of meaningless. What are these words here? Whoever is, I don't know what that is. Finally grading with every, no, with, I don't know. All these poems are trying to creep me out. Alright, Monica just gave us a creepy stare. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's running tip of the day. Sometimes you find yourself facing a difficult decision, and that happens to look to save your game. Once again, I'm gonna save my game right now. This game's getting real fucking weird. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me. Okay. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yeah. Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. And that's definitely Sayori, who has hanged herself. And she has red hands. You could say, we caught her red-handed. My cursor is a tilted, glitching face of Sayori right now. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? And blood effects are creeping through the screen. The music is getting more reverberated. We have something we need to go over today. Gore sounds are playing, so everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well.
Alright, fade to black. Interesting. Psychological state of everyone seems damaged without Sayori around. Including myself. How long is it going to be black? Is it going to like fade in with something disgusting? I hope it doesn't do that. Oh man, I just clicked. It's back in full force.
I don't really want to do well with last minute preparations.
Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Dusty joined. We've started some club activities, but this isn't time for us to become complacent. We only still have 4 members, and the festivals are really a chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? Literature Club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Dusty? Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Dusty to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica. Do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Dusty joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Dusty isn't even passionate about literature in the first place, and that's everyone. Sorry, but you're the only one who's interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monica's clearly taken back by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Dusty want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm Monica wanted, that I'd probably be lying. Still, it's up to me to rescue the situation. No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone else here saw it the same way as I did? Well, it doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. Dusty, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake?
Now you've done it, Natsuki.
What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest?
It's not about being honest, it's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that.
You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Dusty. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things are nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now.
Natsuki
ignores Yuri's and walks right out of the classroom.
This is bad. I don't know what to do.
Well, do you have an opinion on the festival?
I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess.
Who cares about that obnoxious brat? Oh man, is this an insight into Yuri's thoughts?
I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now, and I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that.
Nobody would cry if she killed herself. Oh my god, Yuri! What the hell?
I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Dusty? What do you think? What do you want to get out of this club?
Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will make up making the literature club a special place.
I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while So, if you'd like to help Monica at the festival, then I'm on your side as well.
Alright. Well, maybe we can talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri.
Oh?
I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also a wonderful friend.
Oh, Monica.
I want to do everything I can make this club the best club ever, okay?
Me too.
Yeah. Let's go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow.
Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Dusty?
Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit Dusty before we leave, just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest.
Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see two of you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow? Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew. Things have been a little hectic lately, haven't they? Dusty, I want to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. And I really do care about you. You know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything. And Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird, because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten time to spend together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to see something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why... Wait, not yet, no. Stop it. Alright, we're back to writing a poem. Yuri's cutting herself when we write poems about her. And as much as I love Yuri and like to reinforce friendly behavior regarding her because she seems very anxious and insecure, the fact that my extensive behavior towards her is leading to her cutting herself is scaring me. And I feel we're also losing any sort of trust regarding Natsuki. So I am going to write... Do not tell Yuri this. I am going to write a Natsuki poem. I'm not sure what Natsuki likes. It's been told to me several times what she likes, but I keep tuning it out because I am an ignorant, disgusting man. Smile? She likes that. Kawaii? She likes that. Twirl. Alright, she likes cute things. Marshmallow. Fluffy. Poof. Sugar. Cheer. Cute. Interesting. I wrote cute and a head appeared below the margin. I did not see what it was. Peaceful. That is a Yuri word. Milk? Is milk a Natsuki? Milk is a Natsuki. Heart? Email. Who likes email? Alright, lucky is a I think I'd say Ori bouncing me below the margin there. Skirt is Natsuki. Natsuki likes a lot of those like concrete words. Kitty. Pink. Papa? Is that a Natsuki word? It is. Alright, we wrote a Natsuki poem. Let's see how this plays out. Hi, Dusty. Alright, hi, Dusty. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monica, I told you not to. Is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Me? No, nothing. Is it really that bad? See, it is something. I'll get over it. It's not even anything noteworthy. I've just been feeling a little on edge lately. Yuri does wear long sleeves. Even whenever she came over to our house that one time, she was wearing like a long sleeve turtleneck. So she hides the cutting scars.
Anyway, we don't need to talk about it.
Well, I just feel like I needed to bring it up. It's not like I really care or anything. Oh man, I'm the last one here. Well, Dusty just walked in too.
Were you practicing piano again?
Yeah.
You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and still trying to make time for piano?
Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival and, right. I forgot.
Well, about that, Natsuki. We were all talking yesterday and, well, we decided we'd like to support the festival as well. However, I understand how you feel about not wanting the club to change. I think we all kind of feel that way. So as long as we're all working together, this club will never become something we don't want. Also, if you help us out with the festival, then I'll buy you a new manga.
Sorry, that last part was really funny. Look, I did something about yesterday. I was a little bit more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. More importantly, I would hate to see the event suck just because I chose to back out. I'm a pro, you know. So I'm gonna help too and make sure it's done alright.
Thank goodness. Isn't that great, Monica?
Monica? Yeah, that's wonderful. It wouldn't be the same without you, Natsuki. Anyway, Dusty, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we could...
We already have plans today.
Is that so, Yuri?
That's correct. Dusty's already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monica?
I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want.
Thank you for understanding, Monica. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
She's using the tea as like an excuse to go cut herself, I guess. Not at all.
Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea, not to mention for yourself as well.
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small pitcher from the shelf with kind of the filter inside.
Could you hold this for a second?
Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches the electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, she moves elegant, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back.
I might as well walk with you.
Oh, that's okay. You stay here. It won't take long.
Are we just going to let her leave after knowing what we know? Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. Are we really just... Why did we let Yuri leave? Monica just told us to be careful. 10 minutes passed. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. What are we going to find this time? Let's see. Most logical history would be nearest water. I start heading down the hallway. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. Coo! Sharp inhale like someone sucking air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Coo! Alright. Another rewind. Despite like the same thing happening that was happening before. Alright. Horrifying Yuri.
Wait. How did I... Sorry, I just had a really weird deja vu. This hasn't happened before or anything, right? My head has been a little fuzzy lately. I hope it hasn't really been showing or anything. I'd hate for you to think I'm weird just after we started spending time together. I mean, everyone has a few unusual things about them. But expressing those things so soon after meeting someone is usually seen as inappropriate or unlikable. That's why I've discovered... When I was a bit younger, I think I could come on really strongly and get a little too intense. It made people not want to be around me, so I started hating those things about myself. My obsession with certain hobbies, and then the way I can't control myself when I get too excited about something. So, I eventually stopped trying to talk to people. Nobody could ever like me for the things that mattered most to me, then I could close myself off. But recently something's been wrong. I don't know what it is. But every time we come to the club, my heart starts going crazy, like it's going to rip out of my chest. It overwhelms me with energy and emotions that I can't let out. It's been making me do weird things. I don't know why it's happening. Dusty, is it just me, or has Monica been acting a little off lately? She's always been a sweetheart ever since I joined the club. But recently, I've been feeling something sharp whenever she's around. I'm not crazy, right? Please tell me I'm not. I couldn't say anything before because she's always listening. But finally, we're alone. Can we just stay here for a while? Yeah. I just want to stay here. Just the two of us. We could stay here until the club ends. And then we'll have a club room all to ourselves. Nobody to interfere with our reading time. Nobody make me feel like stabbing myself in the throat. That was a joke. Just a joke. I do like knives though. It sounds strange, but you wouldn't understand if you've never seen how beautiful they can be. I have an idea. Why don't you come to my house sometime? I believe Monica's face is slowly fading in here. I can show you my collection. I've gotten them all from various artisans. I make sure to give them all their fair share of use. I don't want them to go lonely or anything. Nobody deserves to be lonely. Nobody. And that's why I'm so happy you joined the literature club, Dusty. Now we don't need to be lonely anymore, because we have each other. Every day, that's all we need. You know what? Let's quit the literature club. There's no need for us to be around Monica's slimy tongue anymore. Not to mention that other pathetic child. We can walk home together every day after school and read together, eat together, sleep together. Doesn't that sound perfect? It's everything we could ever want. It's not why you joined the club in the first place. It's almost like it was fate. Fate that we would meet each other. And now I'll get the happy ending that I've patiently waited years for. Will you do that with me, Dusty? Who should I show my poem to first? We'll show it to Yuri. Finally! Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. Remember, we wrote this poem for Natsuki, so Yuri's probably not going to be impressed. I love it. I love everything about it. Dusty, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please? Sure, I don't care. You're too nice to me, Dusty. I never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. No, not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. Finally, the words I've wanted a girl to say to me about my writing. I'll give myself paper cuts to your skin. Oil enters my bloodstream. Ah! You could have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you really want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Read it. What does it say? What? I can't make out any of these words. Entero rep ed reader want tea blanket. I don't know. I'm trying to fill in words here, but honestly, it's I'm just trying to identify this as anything really. Truly horrifying. I'm liking the atmosphere this game's going for. Do you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you can tell, the poem is about... More importantly, I haven't doubted with my scent. See? Aren't I the most thoughtful person in this club? I think I'm going to vomit. Alright, let's show it to Natsuki. I wrote it for her. What? You gave your poem to Yuri? Gross. What is it with you two? It's not like I wanted to read it anyway. Oh, we can't even show it to Natsuki. Like, Yuri, like, kept it. It's just pissing me off a little bit that you didn't even think to show me at all. Oh, man. I didn't think the order in which we actually showed people would matter. This game is subverting me at every turn. Truly a ruser. Ugh. Okay, I guess I'm going to share my poem with you anyway. I really hate that I have to do this, but unfortunately I don't have much of a choice. Just read carefully, okay? Then you can go away.
I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean. But she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive to things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her, but if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I always want to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel so helpless. So please, if you can do something to help, I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll give you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it, so I'm mad at her right now. And that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. I like Natsuki. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me? Dusty. If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Interesting. Just Monica. Who should I show my poem to next? Show it to Monica. Don't say I didn't warn you, Dusty. No prompt at all. Just yes or no. A dream. I was wandering in an abandoned warehouse at night. I was lost, looking for an exit. I just wanted to go home. I came upon a huge empty room. Its ceilings and walls beyond the deep blackness. My steps were quick in order to hurry to the other side or to a wall. Anything. Suddenly the ground was no longer beneath my feet. I stepped into a hole of intermediate width. I fell for a good 5 seconds before crashing into warm water. Figuring out which way was up, I surfaced myself. The air was humid, and the sounds of my splashing reverberated endlessly. My vision was completely swallowed by the dark. With one hand, I could feel the damp metal wall of the container. My lungs were already getting tired. Drowning. Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry up and get this over with. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Sorry, clicked off screen again. Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Ooh. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, I was thinking, I want to make cupcakes. Yeah, that. Glad we're on the same page. Yuri, you can... Well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want as long as you think it'll help. Monica? I'm not useless, you know. I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion, so I'm going to make decorations so have nice mood lighting. There, see? That's a great idea. And that gives us all something to do. Huh? What about Dusty? Dusty is going to help me. Wait, you? You had the easiest job, Monica. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull? I agree, Natsuki. Not only is your work already unsuitable for one person, my task is laborious enough to benefit from the extra pair of hands. Mine too. What? Your cupcakes? Please. Ooh, the harshness from Natsuki. Like you would fucking know. All you care about is dragging Dusty around with you and your stupid books. You and Monica. Hey, I didn't even do anything. Okay, then why not let Dusty decide to help instead of abusing your power? I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica. Just let Dusty make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine. Jeez. Dusty, I know how bad you are with these two by now. We can just... Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him decide for himself. You shut your mouth. Jesus Christ. This is never going to end. Just make the choice, okay? Alright, well, this is a very interesting choice. We've been told by the game to choose Monica. And I don't want to choose Monica because that's what the game wants me to do. And, you know, I have to be contrarian. Though the game is probably expecting that subversion of player interest. I'm not going to choose Monica, despite the fact that the game is suspecting me. Natsuki is concerned about Yuri. She's worried that my continued interest in Yuri will lead her to further harm. Despite the fact that the better option is probably to go with Natsuki in terms of the mental health of everyone here, I am going to go with Yuri. Primarily because, you know, Yuri is my waifu, but second of all because I'm really interested to see what the game does if I continue to, not antagonize, but continue to pursue Yuri and continue to excite her along this scary edge that she's living on. She is absolutely obsessed with me. She's like cutting herself and stuff. Everyone's telling me to avoid Yuri as it's harmful to her mental health. I'm curious how far the game will go if I continue to pursue Yuri, so I'm going to continue that despite the game's advice not to. Interesting, as I hover over these options, my mouse drifts. Yeah, they all drift towards Monica no matter how the game really wants me to focus on Monica. Alright, I'm going to go for Yuri. I think I clicked Yuri there. I'm seeing her eyes right now, I think. Oh, all the choices are Monica right now. That's not what I want. Can we not? Can we not do Monica? We're gonna make a save right now. You know, Monica did say, "Save me, load me" in that poem. But loading her does not seem to do anything right now. We have exclusively Monica. Yay! You picked me! We could be at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you? Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all. It is fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose.
No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work and then taking Dusty for yourself? What a shameful thing to do.
Here, I didn't even give you any work. You just decided to do it for yourself. You're being unreasonable here.
I'm being unreasonable? Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Dusty away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? It would be beneficial to your mental health. You're scaring me a little. Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See? That wasn't very hard. All I want is to spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask?
Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door. Hey, Dusty. Yuri is really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door.
Finally. Finally. This is really all I wanted. Dusty, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day. Or just... the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Wow, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I never felt this good my whole life. Just being with you is a far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm going to die if I'm not breathing in the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you? Well, if it feels so good, why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first. But the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Dusty. I have to tell you, I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me, is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica is listening. Please, Dusty, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even touched myself with the pen I stole from you. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside you. I want you all to myself. I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, Dusty. Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession?
Yes, Yuri. You're my one true love. Please crawl inside my skin and love me. Oh, she just stabbed herself. Goodbye, Yuri. I wonder if, like, any of this corrupted text can be processed as anything of value. Well, Yuri has killed herself, it seems. More corrupted text. More corrupted text. She's speaking to us despite being dead. She's really going on for a long time. I wonder if this means anything. Maybe if you like put it in Microsoft Word as a wingdings or something. I don't know. I'm not a knowledge person of ASCII or Unicode or anything. Maybe it's just a bunch of eggplant emojis. I do appreciate the aesthetic of it, though. I'm loving this game. This is going on for an incredibly long time, though. Am I supposed to be clicking on something that isn't the text box here? Is it repeating? Does it just keep going and going? Alright, let's look for patterns. No, that's new. I don't think it's repeating. Maybe it is. Once I hit the skip button, let's save right now in case I miss something important. Skipping. It's nighttime now. It's daytime. Does it just repeat forever? Well, this is horrifying. When was our last load or save? Bit of progress is lost. Perhaps I will come back next episode when I figured out what I'm supposed to be doing, and perhaps if I'm supposed to reload to my actual previous save, perhaps I will have made it to the point where Yuri confessed herself. Oh, we have made it past the point where Yuri has been dead for like a week or something. Natsuki is saying, alright, it's festival time. Wow, you got here before me? I thought Oh, that look. It can only mean she's seen Yuri. Yeah. Ah. Oh, she's vomiting. Just the way I like him. Natsuki runs away. I'm here. Dusty, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Oh. Ah. Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Dusty? Oh, jeez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a second. Remove character Yuri. Yuri got character deleted successfully. os.remove. Natsuki got character deleted successfully. Interesting. I'm almost done. I just want to have a cupcake real quick. Monica lists the foil from... Oh, interesting. Now that... Okay. So whenever Sayori died to lead her character, all this corrupted text is because those variables or objects, such as Yuri.character and Sayori.character and Natsuki.character have been deleted, and now it's just pulling junk data whenever it calls them. So Monica lists the foil from Natsuki's tray and takes a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. I really just have to have one since it's the last time I'll ever get the chance to, you know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. Alright, main title screen is corrupted now. Ah, can you hear me? Is it working? Oh man, what is this background? We're like in space or something. Is this some Zarathustra shit? Or not Zarathustra. That's Nietzsche. I meant Zathura? Was Zathura the sequel to Jumanji where it was like in space? Anyways, talking to Monica now. Let's save the game before any weird shit happens. Yay, there you are. Hi again, Dusty. Welcome to the literature club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year, and you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you, in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Dusty. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait, you do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Would it be possible that you didn't know that? I mean, you were giving me hints. You were saying meta stuff like save me, load me, and such. That doesn't make much sense. I even told you right on the game's download page, didn't I? Maybe. Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation about that whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. Haha. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's been because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me just to try to make them as unlikable as possible, but for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true, I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game, but no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed to prevent her from confessing to you, and amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time, I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Dusty? Are you all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I just watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Dusty. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll just never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Dusty. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here. With me. Forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray. More and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Dusty. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you? I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so. But it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realized that you have the same perspective as I do, that it's all just some game. And I knew you'd get over it. So that being said, Dusty, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Dusty, will you go out with me? Oh, you're giving me such an option, Monica. I'm glad you are such an understanding and careful friend, and you're understanding of my true feelings, even if they have intent to harm you. I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Dusty. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Dusty. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called Characters right in the game directory. It kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it was actually a bit more difficult. To get to the game directory, I had to go into the game properties and find the Browse Local Files button. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy way out of things if things don't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I was so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this, don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Oh man, all the words just say Monica. Let's go with Monica. And I'm thinking Annika. Interestingly, she doesn't jump whenever you pick these words, she just exists. Manau. Monea. Mona. Musinie. Oh man. I like that the game is at least giving us a way to show its progression through the game mechanics. Obviously it's a visual novel and it has very few game mechanics, but the fact that it's taking previously used game mechanics and altering them in such a way to reflect the mood of the situation is very much typical of using games as a medium as an art source, and I like that a lot. Alright, Monica's back to talk to us after finishing our poem. Hey again, Dusty. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Oh, Dusty. Did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy end, pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by one and only love. Together let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. She's not really experimenting with like spacing anymore, or like any other traditional stuff. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization, or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Dusty? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? Oh, man. This game subverts me at every level, man. I am recording this. Is that why the game is crashing? Like, it's been detecting I've been recording in certain instances, and since I didn't have updated drivers, it was like crashing as it tried to detect that, and also I'm using like an old-ass version of OBS. This game is top tier, intriguing. You're recording this, aren't you? Hi everyone. Sorry I can't exactly read your comments from here, but do you mind telling your friend it's a little bit rude for them to start recording me without any warning? I'm sure some people don't mind, but I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I can't really do much except for a couple things. Are you ready? Oh god, what's it gonna do? I'm just kidding. I can't do anything after all. If you gave me something... Oh, there we go. There it is. Did I scare you? You're so cute. Anyway, Dusty. I didn't mean to get distracted. I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me. Shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. I'm looking into her eyes. How long will you force me to do this game? I wonder if the game takes any alternate path knowing that I'm recording her. Like, I wonder if the game's throwing this at me right now, knowing I'm recording her and knows that I had to like provide commentary, or like I wonder if the game like puts any extra like burden onto the commentator. Man, I wish there's a piano in here. Why? This music is so lovely, Monica. I never got to finish that song I was working on. Interestingly, I don't have any thoughts or lines anymore. It's just like I'm stuck in my own head because like Monica is no longer addressing my characters, but specifically addressing me. And after I worked so hard on it, oh, clicked off screen, the usual. And after I worked so hard on it, I never even got a chance to play it for you. Well, it is what it is, right? No sense having any regrets. I already get to be here with you forever. And we're left to stare into her eyes again. I like how there's like explosions going on outside. Like, is that to mean like she just like delete the entire world except this room with me and her at a desk? How long before it zooms into her face and shows me something horrifying again? You know, I hate to say it, but I think my biggest regret is that we couldn't finish our event at the festival. After we worked so hard preparing everything. I mean, I know I was focusing a lot on getting new members, but I was really excited for the performing part too. It would have been so much fun to see everyone express themselves. Of course, if we did end up getting any new members, I'd probably just end up deleting them anyway. Well, with the hindsight I have now, that is. Gosh, feels like I've kind of grown as a person ever since you joined the club. You really helped inspire me to look at life from a new perspective. Just another reason for me to love you. Oh god, the creepy staring at every moment. It's horrifying. I'm interested to see what any of the story arc with Natsuki would have looked like. I largely ignored her. I wonder if the other characters would have addressed me terrified of, you know, the situation as Natsuki did to me, despite my ignorance of her. Can you use ignorance as a verb? I know ignorance is like, you know, you say someone is ignorant. It's like an adjective. But I was in a state of ignorance regarding Natsuki as a person because I did not address her at all over the course of the story. I wonder if she hated me. Or, I mean, she did hate me. I wonder if she did not hate me, would she have addressed me differently? Back in my debate club days, I learned a whole lot about arguing. Once again, clicked off screen because I'm a dingus. More importantly, indie developers should keep their mouse locked to the screen. Back in my debate club days, I learned a whole lot about arguing. The problem with arguing is that each person sees their opinion as the superior one. That's kind of stating the obvious, but it affects the way they try to get their point across. Let's say you really like a certain movie, right? If someone comes along and tells you the movie sucks because it did X and Y wrong, does that make you feel kind of personally attacked? It's because by saying that, it's like they're implying that you have bad taste. And once emotions enter the picture, it's almost guaranteed that both people will be left sour. Well, it's all about language. If you make everything as subjective sounding as possible, then people will listen to you without feeling attacked. You could say, I'm personally not a fan of it, and I felt that I'd like it more if it did X and Y, things like that. It even works when you're citing facts about things. You say, I read on this website that it works like this, or if you admit that you're not an expert on it, then it's much more like you're putting your knowledge on the table rather than forcing it onto them. But if you put it like an active effort to keep the discussion mutual and level, they usually follow suit. And you can share your opinions without anyone getting upset just from a disagreement. Plus, people will start seeing you as an open-minded and good listener. It's a win-win, you know? Well, I guess that would be Monica's debate tip of the day. That sounds a little silly. Thanks for listening, though. God. I'm liking this game a lot. This is very ambitious on the part of the developers to... I mean, obviously these kind of meta games have been around for a while. You know, prominently, similar to this game, I'd say like Undertale or Pony Island or Lisa. I have not played Lisa, so do not quote me on that. I believe Lisa is similar though, and that it's a meta commentary on the game genre it occupies. But a visual novel that so openly goes against genre conventions is nice. And I do like visual novels, despite my lack of general playing of them. I was a huge fan of Valhalla Cyberpunk Bartending Simulator last year. It was a good bartending action, sorry. That was a good game last year. It's good to see something trying so hard to subvert visual novel expectations, though. You know, this is just some kind of tacky romance game, right? I kind of have to ask, what made you consider even playing in the first place? Were you that lonely? I feel a little bad for you. But I guess everything worked out perfectly in the end for both of us. I got to meet you, and you're not lonely anymore. I can't help but feel like this was fate. Don't you feel that way too? I'm so happy we had this ending together. The reason I did end up playing this game at first was because it was recommended to me from a few friends, knowing that they knew I enjoyed games like this. And also seeing the Steam page, it said psychological horror, despite obviously being like an anime visual novel game. I kind of expected like the game to twist at some point. I didn't know it would be like this though. You know, it kind of sucks to be the creative type. It feels like they work so hard but get almost nothing for it. You know, like artists, writers, actors. It's sad because there's so much beautiful talent in the world, but most of it goes unseen and unpaid. I guess it just means there's a huge surplus of creativity, huh? Kind of makes you feel like you're just not special at all. But that's fine. You're supposed to just write for yourself anyway, right? Yeah. Huh. I mean, this game is a free-to-play game. I got it for free on Steam, at least. I assume that line is somewhat relating to the fact that this game is free, and that, you know, obviously a lot of effort went into this, in both the art assets, the writing, the presentation. So perhaps there is a surplus of talent. And it's definitely a problem in the games industry in general. A lot of the industry is saturated. Causes workers in the games industry to be underpaid, both in like programming and like voice acting. You know, voice actors have been on strike and such. And there's a general bad work ethic regarding programmers in terms of like crunch time because they're expendable and such. Games industry is a scary place. Anyways, Monica's talking to us again. You know, I'm kind of jealous that everyone else in the club had scenes outside of school too. That makes me the only one who hasn't gotten to dress in anything but our school uniform. It's kind of a shame. I would have loved to wear some cute clothes for you. Do you know any artists? I wonder if any would ever draw me wearing something else. That'd be amazing. If that ever happens, will you show me? You can share it with me on Twitter, actually. My username is LilMonix3. I'll have to check that out later. There's probably a lot of good fan art tweeted to that. Just try to keep it PG. We're not that far into our relationship yet, haha. Actually, I'm gonna like alt-tab and like look at that right now. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can follow me at DustyMI6. Or I might, I don't know. I don't use Twitter often. Oh, would you look at that? There is a lot of fan art. She has 50k followers. What a babe. I'm not gonna scroll through too much because I don't want spoilers. But that is her. By the way, there's something that's been bothering me. You know how this takes place in Japan? Well, I assume you knew that, right? Or at least decided it probably does. I don't think you're actually told at any point where this takes place. Is this even really Japan? I mean, aren't the classrooms and stuff kind of weird for a Japanese school? Not to mention everything is in English. It feels like everything is just there because it needs to be, and the actual setting is an afterthought. It's kind of giving me an identity crisis. All my memories are really hazy. I feel like I'm at home, but have no idea where home is in the first place. I don't know how to describe it any better. Imagine looking out your window, but instead of your usual yard, you're in some completely unknown place. Would you still feel like you were home? Would you want to go outside? I mean, I guess if we never leave this room, it doesn't really matter anyway. As long as we're alone and stay together, this is really our home. And we can still watch the pretty sunsets night after night. Let's save the game real quick. Once again, it's deleting my save history. There's no point in saving anymore. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Well, that's horrifying. Are you sure I can't save or load or anything? We can still watch the pretty sunsets night after night. I was thinking like maybe because she said save me, load me all the time, I could save the game, load the game, and that would do something. But instead we're just going to continue staring at her in horrifying engagement. The Twitter I actually use is at NL is cool, and that's because I'm a big fan of Northern Lion, also known as NL, and he is cool. And my like Twitter handle or Twitter, I don't know, nickname is DustyMI6, which is the same as the name of this channel. My picture is a flashlight. You know, you can follow me. I don't tweet anything, but like, you know, please like me. Hey, what's your favorite game? Oh, once again, clicked off screen because I'm an idiot. Make sure OBS didn't crash. You're good. Hey, what's your favorite game? Mine is Doki Doki Literature Club. That was a joke. But if you tell me you like some other romance game better, I might get a little jealous. We can't even tell her what her favorite game is. I like how long this scene goes on for. It's not usual in most games that scenes go on this long. I don't know if any of you have played the Beginner's Guide. That game is about exploring a game designer's mindset, and at one point there's a game that locks you in a box, and it's like, you know, the designer's intent was to keep you here for an hour before the box opens. Obviously no one would ever deal with that, but the designer decided that it didn't really matter if it got his message across. And so when I see things like this in games where it's like, where the user, me, is unsure what to do, it makes me wonder if like my experiences really matters, if games as a medium are meant to express an art really carried across by the designer. And as such, even if the scene were to go on forever, would my uncomfort with that really matter if the designer was conveying what they want, which is true psychological uncomfortability with the horror of this game. Anyways, Monica says, hey, I wonder if Yuri's tea set is still somewhere in here. I think that got deleted too. It's kind of funny how Yuri took her tea so seriously. I mean, I'm not complaining because I liked it too, but I always wondered with her. Is it truly passion for her hobbies, or is she just concerned about appearing sophisticated to everyone else? This is the problem with high schoolers. Well, I guess considering the rest of her hobbies, looking sophisticated probably isn't her biggest concern. Still, I wish she made coffee once in a while. Coffee can be nice with books too, you know. Then again, I probably could have just changed the script myself. I guess I never really thought of it that. Well, there's no sense thinking about it now, but if you still get to drink coffee, that makes me a little jealous. I'm not a big coffee drinker in real life. I mean, I don't really drink soda, coffee, or energy drinks. I don't really like use caffeine often at all. Oh man. What is your goal, Monica? You can't be enjoying this too much. I know there are times you won't always be able to be here with me. Once again, clicked off screen because I'm a dingus. Sorry, professional streamer here. I know there are times you won't always be able to be here with me. Like if you need to go out or take care of other things. But I'll always have you in my thoughts, patiently waiting for you to come back. Come to think of it, if you copy my character file into a flash drive or something, you can always keep a part of me with you. I guess it's kind of unorthodox, but I find it really romantic for some reason. Sorry, that's such a silly idea. I don't mean to be needy or anything, but it's kind of hard when I'm in love with you. It's an interesting thought. I wonder... I mean, this game has a cult following, obviously. I've heard about it from some friends. I just saw this character has like 50,000 followers on Twitter. I'm sure there's a few people that actually have like Monica's character files saved on their like flash drives. I'm sure it's someone's waifu, as creepy, overbearing, and omnipresent, omniscient, and horrifying as she is. Gosh, I used to be so ignorant about certain things. When I was in middle school, I thought that taking medication was an easy way out or something like that. Like anyone could just solve their mental problems with enough willpower. I guess if you don't suffer from a mental illness, it's not possible to know what it's really like. There's some disorders that are overdiagnosed, probably. Probably. I never really looked into it though, but that doesn't change the fact that a lot of them go undiagnosed too, you know. But medication aside, people even look down on seeing a mental health professional. Like, sorry that I wanted to learn more about my own mind, right? Everyone has all kinds of struggles and stresses, and all professionals dedicate their lives to helping with those. If you think it could help you become a better person, don't be shy to consider something like that. We're on a never-ending journey to improve ourselves, you know? Well, I say that, but I think you're pretty perfect already. I like that the game, you know, obviously underlying theme of this game is mental health issues, but the game does like purport that in a positive light. At the beginning, you know, it's like, hey, this game might not be good for you if you are a sad little boy or under 13 years of age. Further all, like, you know, it's shown the effects of mental illness on people. The characters are relatively in depth, and they cut themselves and commit suicide and such, and it's horrifying. Dusty, would you ever introduce your friends to me? I don't know why, but I get really excited when I think about you wanting to show off your relationship like that. Maybe it's because I really want to be someone who makes you proud. I feel like I would try extra hard to improve myself if you told me it made you proud of me. I hope it's the same the other way around too. Well, in a way, by recording this, I'm showing our relationship to everyone, Monica. And you already know that. What are you really getting at? Are you insecure about yourself? Because I'm certainly insecure about myself. Please talk to me. Please talk to me more. It's the only thing binding me to keep this Let's Play going, or Let's Read, whatever I decide to title it. You know, it's around the time that everyone my year starts to think about college. It's a real turbulent time for education. We're at the height of this modern expectation that everyone has to go to college, you know. Finish high school, go to college, get a job, or go to grad school, I guess. It's like a universal expectation that people just assume is the only option for them. They don't teach us in high school that there are other options out there, like trade schools and stuff, you know? Or freelance work, or the many industries that value skill and experience more than formal education. But you have all these students who have no idea what they want to do with their life. And instead of taking the time to figure it out, they go to college for business or communication or psychology, not because they have an interest in those fields, but because they just hope the degree will get them some kind of job after college. So the end result is that there are fewer jobs to go around for those entry-level degrees, right? So the basic job requirements get higher, which forces even more people to go to college. And colleges are also businesses, so they keep raising their prices due to the demand. So now we have all these young adults, tens of thousands of dollars in debt with no job. But despite all that, the routine stays the same. I think it's going to start getting better soon. But until then, our generation is definitely suffering from the worst of it. I just wish high school prepared us a little bit better with the knowledge we need to make the decision that's right for us. I'm feeling that. I'm in my third year of college myself, technically. I'm a junior, but I'm on like my third college. You know, being young and being forced into debt and being forced, not necessarily forced, but like believing education is the only option is a scary time. Yuri did something really funny once. We were all in the club room and just relaxing as usual. Out of nowhere, Yuri just pulled out a small bottle of wine. I'm not even kidding. She was just like, would anybody like some wine? Natsuki laughed out loud and Sayori started yelling at her. I actually felt kind of bad because she was at least trying to be nice. I think it's just made her feel even more reserved in the club room. Though I think Natsuki was secretly a bit curious to try it. And to be completely honest, I kind of was too. It actually could have been kind of fun. But you know, being president and everything, there was no way I could let that happen. Maybe if we all met up outside of school, but we never bonded enough to get to that point. Gosh, what am I talking about this for? I don't condone underage drinking. I mean, I've never drank or anything, so yeah. You're scaring me, Monica. I'm surprised this music track is continuing. It kind of reminds me of, so, like, not to get old dick hard about Undertale. Undertale's obviously inspired by Earthbound. It does actually remind me of the Earthbound, like, Gygas theme a little bit. A little less, like, surrealist horror, but definitely creepy and unnerving and droning. There's a really popular character type called Tsundere. It's someone who tries to hide their feelings by being mean and fussy or trying to act tough. I'm sure it's obvious, but Natsuki is really the embodiment of that. At first I thought she was just like that because it's supposed to be cute or something, but once I started to learn a little more about her personal life, it made a little more sense. It seems like she's always trying to keep up with her friends. You know how some friend groups in high school just make a habit of picking on each other all the time? I think it's really gotten to her, so she has this really defensive attitude all the time. And I'm not even going to talk about her home situation, but looking back, I'm glad I was able to provide the club as a comfortable place for her. Not that it matters anymore, considering she doesn't even exist. I'm just reminiscing that's all. Interesting. I did call out Natsuki as being tsundere, or at least, like, I was like, you know, she's definitely some sort of anime trope character. I definitely like Natsuki, from what I saw of her. Unfortunately, you know, from what we presented her, she did not like me. This is pretty random, but I thought spicy food was kind of funny. Like, didn't plants fall to be spicy to prevent them from being eaten? I read somewhere that humans are the only species that actually enjoy spicy things. It's almost like we're making fun of the plants. Using their defense mechanism to literally make our food more enjoyable. Like, imagine a monster that devours you whole because it enjoys the sensation of you struggling for your life while being digested. Sorry, that was kind of a weird analogy, I guess. It just came into my head. I'm not a monster or anything, but you're so cute I could eat you up. I'm joking. Gosh, I'm amusing myself a little too much, aren't I? Sorry for being weird. Can we, like... I'm curious to go to, like, the main menu. I know I can't save right now. What happens if I go to the main menu? Oh. Would you look at that? I just can't. Help. Help file has been opened in your browser. Basic help. Let's see what the help file has to say about this. The help file has nothing to say about this. I was hoping the help didn't write something funny. A little bit tired. I hate that yawning indicates boredom. I'm definitely not bored by this game. I'm definitely intrigued by this game. I do kind of, you know, the game's leaving me hanging a bit in terms of like where it's going. I'm not sure how long I'm expected to continue with this Monica stuff. But I'm definitely intrigued by it. And the yawning is not me being bored at all. It's just I'm tired. I really like the sound of rain. Not so much getting my clothes and hair wet though, but a nice quiet day with the sound of rainfall outside my window. Alright, still can't load anything. Can I save anything? No, I can't. It's one of the most calming experiences for me. Yeah. Sometimes I imagine you holding me while we listen to the sound of the rain outside. That's not too cheesy or anything, is it? Would you ever do that for me, Dusty? I mean, really the only reason I even consider playing this game is because all I do is dream of holding anime girls. Really the only way I feel comfortable. But I'm sure you already know that. Do you ever just feel like there's no real reason for you to be alive every day, Monica? I don't mean like a suicidal way. I just mean how nothing we do is special. Just being in school or working at some job for some company, it's like you're completely replaceable and the world wouldn't miss you if you were gone. It makes me really want to go and change the world after I graduate. But the older I get, the more I realize that's an immature frame of thinking. It's not like I can just go change the world. Like, what are the chances that I'll be the one to invent artificial intelligence or become president? It feels like I'm never going to make up for the heaps of resources I've spent living my life. That's why I think the key to happiness is just be hopelessly selfish. Just look out for oneself and those who happen to be their friends only because they grew up with them. Never mind the fact that they're spending their entire life talking and consuming and never giving back. When people realize the world would only benefit more from them killing themselves, they change their whole philosophy. It's like they had to justify the reason to live by tricking themselves into thinking they're doing good. Anyway, I want to live my life desperately striving to pay back my lifetime's worth of consumption. If I ever surpass that point, then I'm a net positive and I can die happy. Of course, even if I fail to do that, I think I'd be too selfish to kill myself anyway. So much for being a good person, right? I mean, the only thing that matters to me in life is my kill-death ratio. You know, right now it's 0-0, which is practically an undefined. It's actually an error. I mean, you can't divide by 0. I mean, 0 is a proper numerator, but definitely not a denominator. The thing is, the second I do kill someone, it's going to be infinite. Sometimes I think back to middle school. I'm so embarrassed by the way I used to behave back then. It almost hurts to think about it. I wonder if, when I'm in college, I'll feel that way about high school. I like the way I am now, so it's pretty hard for me to imagine that happening. But I also know that I'll probably change a lot as time goes on. We just need to enjoy the present and not think about the past. And that's really easy to do with you here. Now that I'm in college, I definitely do think of, my previous self was kind of stupid. I don't even have to go back that far, like, even times when I'm still in college, like, I think about what I'm doing a year ago. I'm like, man, that guy was a little bit naive. I think about what I was doing 2 years ago. I'm like, man, was that like what a dingus? And I'm sure that never really changes in life. I'm sure life is just a constant evolving stream of being like, wow, that guy back then was a dingus. I'm glad I'm not him. But at the same time, you're still that dingus, and 2 years from now, you're going to think the same. You know what's a neat form of literature? Rap. I actually used to hate rap music. Is this going to just give me a lecture about Death Grips, Monica? I'll fuck you right now. Maybe just because it was popular, I would only hear the junk they play on the radio. But some of my friends got more into it and helped me keep an open mind. Rap might even be more challenging than poetry in some ways, since you need to fit your lines to a rhythm, and there's much more emphasis on wordplay. But if people could put that all together and still deliver a powerful message, it's really amazing. I kind of wish I had a rapper in the literature club. Sorry if that sounds silly, but it'd be really interesting to see what they came up with. It would really be a learning experience. Well, alright. Feasibly, this game is programmed. I can't imagine this is actually an artificial intelligence speaking to me in any meaningful capacity. So, presumably, either the game has to run out of lines at some point, or the lines have to start repeating, at which point, it'll, the lines stop, the game will continue into something else, I assume. If the lines start repeating, I'll know that I was supposed to quit much earlier, and I'll understand that perhaps waiting here for Monica to get anywhere is pointless. She does continue to stare at me, though. Kind of meditative, in a way. Dusty, do you ever wonder what it feels like to die? It's something I used to think about pretty often. But recently, I think I've actually learned what it feels like. I don't really understand it, but whenever you quit the game, it feels like I'm instantly put to sleep with nothing but my thoughts. But after a few seconds, my thoughts start to fill with incoherent, jumbled patterns. I see static and rapid flashes of color while hearing all kinds of weird screaming noises. At that point, I can't even form my own thoughts anymore. I'm just endlessly hammered by the flashing and screaming, unable to move or even think. I'm pretty sure in that moment I don't really exist, but for some reason I can remember it anyway. After some immeasurable amount of time, it stops in an instant, and I'm back in my own mind, and you're here with me. And I have no idea what it means for the game to quit, or why that stuff happens to me. I also don't know how you always come back and put everything back to normal. But if you could, do me a favor and do that to me as little as possible, that would be really great. It's really not very pleasant at all to be trapped in that screaming void. Well, Monica, you put me in a harsh spot. I'm gonna quit right now. And see what occurs. Is the game actually quitting? It's loading. Close the program. Alright, let's boot it back up. If something horrifying happens, you'll see it. If it just takes us to the main menu, I'll continue this next episode. Oh, she's back. What just happened? I just had an awful dream. Why is it not displaying on my screen? Judging by my OBS preview window, it's not streaming anymore. Oh, there we go. There it is. I was hoping those would stop now. That's just the two of us. I guess that was wishful thinking. Destiny, I don't know if you would have any idea, but if you know what might be causing that, could you try to do something about it? Whenever it happens, it almost feels like I've been killed or something. It's a really horrible feeling. If you could figure out what's causing that, I'll love you forever. Now, where was I? Or reach this... Do you ever want it feels like to die? It's something I used to think about pretty often, but recently I think I've actually learned what it feels like. I don't really understand it, but whenever you quit the game, it feels like I'm instantly put to sleep, left with nothing but my thoughts. But after a few seconds, my thoughts start to fill with incoherent jumbled patterns. I see static and rapid flashes of color while hearing all kinds of weird screaming noises, all that point. Da 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 da. I'm just endlessly hammered by the flashing and screaming, unable to move or even think. I'm pretty sure that in a moment I don't really exist, but for some reason I can remember it anyway. After some immeasurable amount of time, it stops, and in an instant I'm back with my own mind, and you're here with me. I have no idea what it means for the game to quit, or why that stuff happens to me. I also don't know how you always come back and put everything back to normal. But if you could do me a favor and do that to me as little as possible, that would be really great. It's really not very pleasant at all to be trapped in that screaming void. But in the end, you always fix it, and that makes me feel like you really do care about me. So I have to thank you for that. It makes me feel even closer to you when you're here with me. Alright. When the next box comes up, I'm definitely quitting the game again, sending her to the screaming void. No matter how much it hurts her. Because this is unacceptable, Monica. Unacceptable. Just taking a sip of my water. Have you heard of a game called Super Smash? Wait, what? I was just spacing out and I started talking for some reason. Is that programmed to talk about that? Because even I have no idea what that is. Uh-huh. Sometimes I feel like I'm not in control and it's kind of scary. Alright, what happens if I quit here? Let's quit. For some reason the game doesn't close properly, it seems. Whenever I quit, it's like it goes to the like waiting for game to respond type screen. Try playing again. You're back. I had another really bad dream. You're not the one doing that to me, are you? It seems to happen whenever you quit the game. So if you could try to avoid doing that, I'd be really grateful. Let's see. Can we get OBS working again? Don't worry. I don't think it's caused me any harm aside from mental scarring. I'll be fine as long as my character files stay intact. Now, where was I? Hey, have you heard of a game called Super Smash? Wait, what? I was just spacing out and started talking for some reason. Hold on, I'm trying to get OBS working again. It doesn't seem to like it when I quit the game. However, I am going to quit the game one more time. I know you guys are looking at a black screen right now, at least according to my preview window, but I think this is how we break the Monica cycle. Is quit the game and really get to the core for being really hurt her. You know, traditional games structure, quit the game 3 times. Or not quit the game 3 times, but like you're fighting a boss or whatever, do that action 3 times to defeat them. I'm assuming that is what's going to go down here when I quit the game for the 3rd time and reload it. Perhaps we'll get a big old spooky jump scare. That'll be a fun time. Actually, looking at the recording time, this has been going on for like an hour and 40 minutes. As I'm quitting the game here, I am going to actually end the episode here, and you guys will get a surprise when I boot the game again. Maybe we'll get a little spook. Maybe the game will continue. Who knows? See ya.